All right. This is Coach AJ. I'm back doing another video. Let you guys know how everything's going on with my TBI situation, the traumatic brain injury, and we're going to be doing this video basically on how important it is to meal prep and have a plan just to succeed. With my TBI, my traumatic brain injury, that's what it's called. I feel like things are getting better. I'm able to focus more, have better conversations with people, remember names more. Still, and I'm getting places on time, but I'm still dealing with, forgetfulness and stuff like that. I got a friend in town, her name's Kathy. She's been giving me some medications from her store that they've been helping. If you guys are ever in Atmore and ask who Kathy is, everybody will know who she is. She's awesome at what she does. It's one of the best. Alright, enough on that. We're going to be talking about basically meal plan and meal prep, stuff like that, and how important it is to succeed when you're trying to bodybuild or lose weight, or just trying to put a little muscle on for yourself. The food is where it's at, man. When they tell you everything needs to be done at the dinner table, that's a fact. You get these guys that want to go in there and work out and get big, and then they have a fast metabolism, and they think that they eat a lot, and they think that they're doing things right, and they're trying really hard, but they're actually burning more muscle than they're building because their metabolisms are too fast. But if you get with a coach that knows what he's doing, he's going to take care of you on that. He's going to have you eat something right before you come in, have something ready right when you leave. That way your body's not burning any muscle for energy while you're training. Because hard weight gainer, their body burns calories all day long. And if you hit your meals right when you're working out, with your job schedule and everything, you'll get a whole lot better results. If you try to go in there and figure it out and don't have a meal plan, you're not going to be successful. The only way to be successful is just like in anything else in life, you got to plan ahead and take steps to make these dreams come true. You're not just going to walk in there and figure it out. It ain't going to happen. There's not a pill you can take that's going to figure it out. None of that. It's all about food. At the end of the day, it's all about food. You want somebody to set your meal plan up with your schedule, what kind of job you have, if you work nights or if you work days or if you work in the middle of the day. All of those will call for different types of foods at different times. That's why you want to go get you a meal plan made up by somebody who knows what they're doing. Because they're going to be able to tell you what time to eat what food. Timing of the food is very important, man. Especially if you're trying to reach certain goals. If you want to put some muscle on or if you want to take some fat off, the timing of food is very important. It all depends on you, your metabolism, depends on what kind of job you do. But the most important thing is to plan for success, so be ready. If you got the meals already prepped and you're hungry and you go in there to the fridge and they're already prepped right there in their containers, you grab it, you eat, you're satisfied, you're ready to go again. A couple hours later when it's time to eat again, it's right there. You don't have to sit there and think, oh, what am I going to eat next? You already know what you're going to eat, you already know what's in it, and you know what it's going to do for your body, whether it's going to be good or bad. So if you don't have your meal prep, what are you going to do? Well, I eat healthy. About 90% of the time, you're going to go to that fridge and you're going to look. If there's junk in there and you're hungry, chances are you're going to eat some junk. Just being honest. And that's me too. I mean, that's anybody. It's sitting there ready to go. And it's going to be the best thing in the refrigerator. So if it's one of your favorites, you're screwed, man. You're going to cheat on your diet. Because I know, because I do it. So But basically, if you don't plan your food out, plan to succeed, you're gonna fail. So it's basically like if you go in there and halfway do this, you're planning to fail because you're not gonna trip and fall down and it work out. It ain't gonna happen. You have to have a plan to succeed. Just like if you're building a house, you can't do it without plans, without people that can read those plans and tell you when to do what. You know, you don't want to start roofing the house. You got the roofers out there, but you ain't poured the concrete yet. You need guidance. And that's why it helps to have somebody that can teach you, that knows what they're doing, not guessing. It's like when you sign up, it ain't going to be the same results that you got before. It's going to be awesome results if the person knows what they're doing. Because there won't be any walls. When you hit a wall, he's right there. Hey, what do I do next? You take a different avenue. Your meal plan may need to be changed. You know, saying they're going to set you up a certain amount of protein to eat, certain amount of carbs, tell you when to eat it, what to eat. And once you learn all that stuff, man, it makes it a whole lot easier. If you're feeding your body the proper nutrition, it's going to respond properly. Just like if you put gas in the gas car, it's going to run properly. If you put diesel in the gas car, it's not going to run properly. It's going to run like crap. No matter what nice rims you got on it, it don't matter. If you put the wrong fuel in it, it's not going to operate properly. And our bodies are just like that. You work out, your food needs to be planned around that. You know what I'm saying? What time do I work out? Is I'm a 7 o'clock person? What foods do I eat before I come in for that? If you're trying to lose weight, you might not want to eat no food. You might want to go in there and do fasted cardio. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to put weight on, fasted cardio is the last thing you want to do. You're going to want to eat a big meal, so you got to get up an hour and a half early and do it. Sorry, but that's the way it's got to be done. And I know it can be done because I did it for many, many years. I worked in construction and was able to bodybuild and put weight on. And that's pretty tough, especially when you got a fast metabolism. That's real tough. But it can be done. And if it's just you living at the house and, all right, I'm planning on doing this, then you got to get the junk food out of the house. You got to get it all out. Go through your cabinet. Who cares what it costs? Who cares? You want to get the most out of your training and your meal plan while you have it, and you put it all together, and it works magic. That's why my clients get such good results, because they put it all together at one time. You know, and God bless them, but I've watched people be in that gym for 2 years and get zero results. It's not because they're not trying, because I see them, they'll be in there busting their butt, but they just don't know how to do their food properly. And that's worth learning, and that's worth paying somebody to teach it. And it's a good idea to get somebody that's got some experience, man. Don't be scared to ask for before and after pictures. No. You know, tell them, can you show me what kind of stuff you've done in the past? Who you worked with? That way you know you're getting a good trainer. If you go in there and they don't have any people that they've trained, guess what? He probably don't know what he's doing. That's just an educated guess. Now, he might know what he's doing for himself. But that don't mean, you know, if you got somebody that ain't had 50 clients before, he's not going to know what to do with somebody that's 23 versus 43. It takes a long time to learn that. And you got to learn from somebody else that does. So when you're picking out a good personal trainer, do a little research on them, man. Find out what kind of stuff they've done. Ask them questions. If they answer the questions right, questions that you know the answer to, just go ahead and ask them. One thing you want to try to do, I'm just going to throw you a couple of tips out there. One thing you want to try to do is try to stay away from processed foods. You want to eat whole foods, natural foods. Here's a little secret too, man. You know, the more protein you eat, the more weight you're going to lose, the more muscle you're going to put on. So protein's a win-win all the way around. Every bit of it is. It just keeps your metabolism turning and keeps your body healing all the time. But you also need to know when to eat your carbohydrates, you know what I'm saying? And what kind of carbs to eat. All carbs aren't carbs, you know what I mean? Sugar does not process the same way as a baked potato. It just does not do it. You want to try to eat carbs that are slower processing carbs. Because what the carbs do in the body is they come in the body and they give you energy or they get stored as fat. It's that simple. And a slower processing carb means it takes your body longer to digest it, so it cannot turn into fat as quickly. So there are secrets to that. Now, if you go eat a whole bunch of sugar, that's going to be able to process into fat just like that. But if you're going in there and you eat some jasmine rice or, sweet potatoes for your carbs, it's going to take its time. And those carbs will go to fill your muscles out and give you energy and help you think clear. A lot of people go on a no-carb diet. It's good, but it's a diet. It's not meant to stay on. Because your body needs carbohydrates. It needs carbohydrates to put the right amount of oxygen in your brain to keep away from brain fog. It needs all of these things. But done at the right times, it can be so beneficial. And, you got these guys coming in here and they're working their butt off in the gym and training 10 times harder than what you're training, but you get 10 times the result. It's because you knew how to eat right. Or you got a friend that taught you how to eat right. Meal is one of the most important things at dinner table right in there. That, I'm telling you, it's 90% of is eating right. No pill, no compound, no nothing is going to help you if you don't have this down. So there ain't no shortcuts. You know what I mean? You get this down, and you're going to get phenomenal results, man. No creatine, none of that junk is going to put muscle on your body. I mean, you might get little newbie gains, like 5 pounds or something. But if you don't know how to do your protein and when to change your protein and when to eat your carbs, then you're just throwing your gains away. So no matter how hard you go in there and grind, those gains are going to go right out the window. Another good little tip, I tell my people to try to cook in the air fryer, man. Try to stay away from making your chicken with any kind of grease or anything like that. Try to cook in the air fryer. Especially whole foods, man. If you season it right, it's going to taste good in that air fryer. I love them in there. Well, that's about all I got for you today on diet, meal plan, update y'all on TBI. I hope to be getting more of these videos out. Me and a good friend of mine's helping me out, and I got a good feeling about it. We hope to bring you more knowledge and more videos. We will be doing workout videos. We just have to make sure we do it at the right time because we don't want to disturb other people at the gym because all the people here are our friends and we won't keep it that way. But we will be giving you some workout videos, little tips like that. Thanks for your time. Coach AJ signing out, and I will give you one of those.